I come from parents that are social servants. My mother was a nurse and retired as a social worker. My father was in community building, was a law enforcement officer. So I mean, my life really mirrored the paths that they set. I saw it. I saw my father, take a group of kids that weren't his own and help to sponsor a baseball team. I mean, and the fact of the matter was, for him, and then now I guess for me, that for kids who don't have that, it meant something. Somebody to know your name, to count on you, to expect you somewhere. And so, I mean, I'm just walking in the mode. My family, my father's family, they're teachers. My mother's family, a lot of them nurses in the healthcare field. So again, I think we just come from a very helping family. To whom much is given, much is required. I am the product of not only phenomenal parents and family, but really people throughout the country, but particularly here in Savannah, who have nurtured me, who have tolerated me for years. And I just feel like I have that same responsibility. My life choices might have been different if it not been for some of the people that I've met, some of the people who mentored me, some of the people who created opportunities for me. And so my guiding principles are that I have this obligation to really pay it forward, to help create those same opportunities that people created for me. I don't think we care enough. It really hits on me that my issue may not be your issue, but I need to care that it's your issue. And unfortunately, when we look at things like public safety and things, oftentimes we've had issues of crime for years. But people felt like as long as it wasn't in my neighborhood, as long as it was their problem, then it's not my issue. But then it becomes in their neighborhood, and then it becomes their issue, and then it should be everybody's issue. And so I think that we need to be able to care. If you see people that are hungry, people who are homeless, people who have lost hope, people who are in despair, people who are incarcerated, these are opportunities here to care about where they are. And if you see people as being great contributors to the world, it's an opportunity for you to really be able to impact someone's life. And I think if we started to care a little bit more in the city and took on those needs and really looked at not necessarily equality but equity, to ensure that people have the same things all of us enjoy. I mean, people should have access to good food. They should have access to clean streets. They should have access to blightless communities. They should have access to good education. And until that does happen, we all have a lot of work to do. Because I was in Brooklyn, I was involved in youth development at a very young age. I was a product of a youth development program sponsored by the state of New York. My perspective about that is that the criminals of today were in diapers yesterday. And the fact is, they will grow up. And you can't ignore them now, because they will grow up and you'll be to a point where you can't ignore them. Throughout our community, when we look at the outrageous jumps in juvenile crime, the fact of the matter was, if we had engaged them much earlier, I don't think kids, inherently have DNA to do crime. They are a product of their surroundings. So it's our responsibility as adults to help change their surroundings, to help intervene and be able to provide that type of support that young people need to be able to be successful. So through the Youth Commission now, 21 years with that, through the Youth Council, now into our 12th year, these were opportunities for us really to get young people engaged and get to know their names and what's important to them and intervene, be that extra mom, dad, to be that extra uncle or auntie or whoever it was to help to make sure they're successful adults. And we've been able to do that here in Savannah and Chatham County. I feel like I'm here for a purpose. I feel that I have a mission-driven life. I feel that every day I get up, I have a reason for being, a reason for existing, and that's really to make the lives of other people better. That means connecting people, that means advocating on behalf of somebody, that means creating an opportunity for someone. I just think that my involvement here, my purpose on this earth has some meaning, and so I try to every day live out that meaning.